afternoon, 602, and welcome to this week's Week of the Week.
Oh!
Today we're going to make our very own pencil with a rubber on it.
It's not more than that, it's a pencil case with a rubber on it.
It's a pencil case. For that we will need some scissors.
Oh, be careful with the scissors, Matthew. Scissors.
Some white and coloured paint. Some tissue paper.
Oh, where's the tissue paper? Tissue paper's at the bottom. Whoops.
Some blue paint and fast glue.
Yep.
Blue paint and fast glue.
Yep.
We'll put the blue paint there and the fast glue there. An empty pickles jar, a plate.
A plate.
And some pink sponge.
Okay. We're also going to need some paintbrushes and containers to mix the paint in, and also some water. So what are we going to start with, Matt?
We're going to start with putting our plate on the paper and drawing around it.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do, the reason we're doing this is to make the pointy end to our pencil. So we've got the empty table. We're going to take our piece of paper
And our plate.
and put the plate upside down on the paper and draw around it.
There we go, a perfect circle. Now we're going to cut this out with a pair of scissors.
Okay.
Now we should do the accident, or Daniel Bear again.
Okay.
Because he's the one with the accident last time.
Okay.
Be careful with those scissors, brother.
Okay, and the old bear.
Because he's...
Scissors are sharp.
Daniel Bear's out from you.
He has.
So that's what's making you be careful, is it?
That's right.
So you cut round the circle. That's how you cut circles, isn't it? You cut round them.
Yep.
Now this is going to be
So,
on here.
We cut the circle, and now what we're going to do is cut a slip from the edge to the centre.
Now it's not very many slips, so there won't be an accent on this.
There we go. And so now what we're going to do is fold this up.
In half.
And keep folding round
Until
we get the size that we want. And what we want is it so that it fits over the end
of
of
our
our Pringles jar.
Pringles jar.
Although we can, if we make it slightly too big, we can always trim it down afterwards, but we'll try and get it as close as we can to the right
We can
size.
always cut some more out afterwards.
That's right. Just
We can always
adjust it once more.
We can always get a pair of scissors and cut some more.
That's right.
But you've got to be careful when you get
It's
a pair
about the
of
right
scissors.
size.
'Cause scissors.
So now that it's the right size, we're going to put some fab glue down on one edge of it. So we'll stick it down. Now Matthew's going to put the lid back on to stop it drying out.
And we now put the lid back on the top lid.
Yep, okay. And
Stop
that's,
that to yeah. So what we now do is take the yellow paint and paint.
yeah, we'll
Yellow paint and paint.
we'll leave that to dry. What we're going to do before we do that though, is because if you paint directly onto the Pringles jar, you're going to need a lot of coats, it's quite shiny. So what we think we'll try and do is stick some tissue paper around it first of all. That hopefully will mean there's a lot less painting to do. So what we're going to do to stick this down is put some PVA gloopy glue, mix with some water, paint that onto the Pringles
It looks
jar.
best if you just say gloopy glue.
Is it? Okay. Some gloopy glue. Stick that down, and hopefully that'll make it easier to paint onto. So that's what we're going to try.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get some white gloopy glue, which I think is in here.
Yeah, the gloopy glue's here. The gloopy glue.
Well, the gloopy glue's here.
So we'll mix half gloopy glue
so
and
with
half
some-
water.
So with some gloopy glue, we
Can you
make
squeeze
a
that in here?
mixture using half gloopy glue
Half gloopy glue.
and half water.
That's it.
So we get our water.
Don't know how much we're going to need yet. We'll just do a little bit of each. Tiny bit of water. Mix the two together with our paintbrush, which has gone walkabout in this. Mix the two together.
So we just mix one with the paintbrush and then paint it with the same paint. Or a different one, if you've got two. But if that's the only one you have, don't worry, you can paint it with the same one. Can't you?
You can. Right, so I'll take just a bit more glue in there.
And a bit more water.
No, not more water, don't want it too runny. So I'll take this, paint it all over the Pringles tube,
And then paint this.
and then put the tissue paper on.
No, and then make it yellow. Then paint it yellow.
Well, once the tissue paper's gone on there and the glue is dried, we're going to paint it whichever colour you want your pencil to be. And for this,
Yellow!
Matthew has chosen yellow.
Just that.
Okay, so I think we've got that all covered now. So we're going to get our tissue paper.
I'll tell you what. I was going to go and get Boo.
Right, so we're going to take this
So if
and...
I go and get Boo,
Oh, I don't think we need Boo, do we? Do we?
well, I want to make him ask what's going on. You can make him ask what's going on. What's going on, Daddy's granddad?
Oh, we're making his pencil case Boo. Oh, sorry, making his pencil case Boo.
What's Boo going to reply as?
I don't know, what is he going to reply as?
Mummy, I think you can do the reply. Nope, you do the reply then. You do the reply.
I don't know, what's he going to reply?
Something like, oh, interesting, because it's an interesting make.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. It's an interesting make.
And it's even got rub on it, so you can rub right out instead of having to cross it out.
That's right.
Boom.
So what to do?
What do you think of that?
We'll be back in a little while once this has dried, and we'll carry on with our make. See you in a few minutes.
The gloopy glue has dried. I'm Matthew D602. Now, if you remember when I made the creepy castle, I drew a smiley face. That paper's gone away, so I've had to draw a fresh new one.
Shall I hold it a bit closer to the camera?
There it is. Our first new smiley face, which I did while I was waiting for the paint to dry.
Okay, we're now going to paint this yellow. We've mixed some a little bit already. We're going to take the,
Yellow.
Intelligent.
we're going to take the yellow paint, put it in
And we're
there.
going to give our pencil.
We're also going to mix a little bit of gloopy glue in there.
Not very
Not
much.
very much, just a... There we go.
Just
We're now going to paint this. Most of it's yellow, but the end of it's going to be grey, which is the metal bit which holds the rubber in place. So we're now going to paint this
and
in
during the
yellow,
make,
and hopefully
I
it'll
also
go on
got
nice and
Boo.
thick.
Rather than... I didn't only draw a smiley face, I also got Boo.
We're going to leave a bit at the end. It's going to be grey. This might need a couple of coats. I think it will, but it's still going on better than it would have been had we not used the tissue paper. I'm going to paint this yellow.
Guess what? Look at that intelligent pickle tube.
Why don't you tell the viewers what you mean by intelligent Pringle tube, Matt? Just an idea, you don't have to.
It would be easier if like I talked through this with Mummy. We gotta tell the viewers what you mean by intelligent pickle tube.
It's all to do with Life Quest 2, isn't it? And the colour for intelligence being yellow.
So we're going to carry on painting this yellow.
And now the viewers will know what I mean by we can make this pickle tube a little more intelligent. We're running out of intelligent paint.
So that's probably as thick as I can get the yellow paint for the moment. So what we'll probably do is wait for that to dry and give it another coat of yellow paint. What we'll do before we do that is paint the end of it in grey.
With our big paintbrush.
Oh, need another yellow, another pot for the so we can mix up the grey paint.
Yeah. What we can do with the rest of the yellow painters. It's way so paintbrush to paint the rest of this.
Careful with that. No. Okay. What we're going to do is mix some black paint with some white paint to make the grey paint.
It's still full. It's still full.
Okay, we'll put that back in the. That's it. And what we're now doing is making some grey paint.
By mixing some white paint.
With some black paint.
That shouldn't make it grey though, should it?
It should do. So we're going to get the
Paintbrush.
different paintbrush. There we go.
Oh, that is definitely grey.
Do you think it needs more white paint, or do you think it's alright like that? Think it's too dark, or is that alright?
That's light enough grey.
Okay.
A bit like the sky when it's raining, that is.
That's right. We're going to take our grey paint and we're going to paint the end of this, because this is the metal band along the top of the pencil that holds the rubber in place, and we'll come onto the rubber
In part three.
in part 3. Because we've got a great idea to make a rubber for our pencil.
So we got a yellow pencil
A yellow pencil with a grey top.
and a pink rubber.
Pink rubber, and we'll come on to the pink rubber in the next part. And in the next part we'll have given this a second coat of yellow.
So there's going to be 4 parts.
I think only 3 parts.
Because the second coat is when...
Well, yeah, we won't bother filming the second yellow paint though.
Second coat is paint it, wait for that to dry, then paint it again. And wait for that to dry. Is that what it is? Second coat.
Second coat, we'll just give it another coat of yellow paint. Because the grey paint's fine.
But the yellow is still wet.
It's still wet. Because it's lighter than the grey paint's thick enough to hide the Pringles tube, but the yellow paint we're going to have to give another coat. So we'll do that.
In part 3.
And when we do that off camera, and when we come back in part 3, we'll do the finishing touches, which is the black stripes on the pencil
And the rubber.
and the rubber. And that's the best bit, the rubber.
Why?
It just is.
Oh, that's the bit that proves that you don't have to just gloss it off, isn't it? The rubber.
Okay, so there we go. So we'll be back in part 3.
Waiting for the paint to dry.
Bye.
Bye. Well, welcome back. Now this is part 3 of us making our pencil with a rubber one. Now just to remind you what we need. We need some foam glue,
Top 2.
some scissors, black pen, a Pringle tube,
Which we painted in the previous clip.
some pink sponge,
And the pointy bit for the end of the pencil.
and some gloopy glue. Did I mention the foam glue?
You did, yes. Okay, what we're going to do to start with is, like many pencils have, we're going to draw some black lines down the side.
I did a pen.
Oh, right, okay. What we're going to do, before you start, we're going to draw along the edge of this cardboard so we end up with a nice straight line. So draw a straight line down there then. Oh, missed a bit. I want 6 straight lines, so we'll do the first one together, and then I'll do the others. Let's try again.
Why 6?
Well, because pencils I think normally have 6. That's 1.
And then we'll put the lid back on the...
We will yet stop it drying out.
Because this pen
2.
is brand new.
It is. Bought it today.
So if it dries out, then it will be such a shame.
It would.
Which is why we're going to put the lid on when we
When
finish.
we finished.
It's time to put the lid on.
It's not time to put the lid on.
Is this number 6?
No, that's number 3 or 4.
Number 5. Number 6. No, we're putting the lid back
That's
on.
it. So Matthew's going to put the lid back on. So here's our Pringles tube with the lines drawn down it. And the next thing to do is to put
The lid.
the pointy bit, which is going to be like the pencil tip. We're going to glue that onto the end of the tube
With
gloopy glue. So you're going to take that.
what Mr. Maker says when he uses gloopy glue is it's super gloopy, so you gotta say that.
It's super gloopy. I think it's so super gloopy I can't get it out. Oops.
There it goes.
There it goes.
You
Didn't want it to
can't,
come out there.
you can't get it out of there.
Oops. Right, let's try again. I'm not sure this is going to come out.
Good job it's an empty Pringle tube if it's been painted.
Put some gloopy glue around
So,
the rim of the Pringles jar.
and then
And
6.
this will allow us to stick on them. This is a bit tricky. That's good. So we're going to put that.
So you might want to ask a grown-up to help you with this thing.
Where's a grown up when you need them? You have to make do with me. Right.
Where's the grown-up?
So I've stuck that. Obviously that's going to take a little while to dry, but we can still carry on. I'm going to take the black pen again, and like a pencil, it's going to have.
And draw our pointy bit.
That's right. We're going to draw about a centimetre or so around.
No, the pointy bit. That's what we're going to draw.
We are, yep.
I thought we've drawn the pointy bit. Boo says, what are you drawing? Boo doesn't know what you're drawing.
Isn't it? Or why don't we tell him?
We are drawing a pointy.
So now it looks a bit more.
You know we are drawing. You know why we're drawing a pointy bit, do you? Bill?
No, why?
because we're going to make a pencil, and this is the
There we
pencil.
go. So where's the lid? Do you want to put that back on? So it doesn't dry out.
On the same day as it.
We bought it. Right, okay. So we've nearly finished now. And now what's coming up is the best part though. We're going to take this pink sponge and make it look like a rubber.
And draw a circle.
So we'll draw a circle
Round.
around the bottom of the Pringles jar.
Why are you not using this pen?
Well, we could use that pen, but this pen's a bit finer, so it's a bit easier to use, I hope. If it doesn't work, we'll use the thicker pen.
This should give us a circle, shouldn't
There
it?
we go. That's okay. So that's given us a circle.
Now we're going to cut.
So we're going to cut out around this circle. We've got to be careful.
Right. Someone to action. Let me do it.
Okay, go on then, Boo.
Mummy can do the action. Or Mummy can
Careful
make
with
Boo do
those
it.
scissors,
Mummy can make
Daddy.
Boo do it. Make Boo do it.
Careful with those scissors, Brenda.
Will do, Boo.
Those scissors are sharp.
Hopefully these scissors are sharp enough. It seems to be quite sharp.
If they're not sharp enough,
We'll have to use something else.
but you are being careful, like you told
Certainly
me.
am.
Right, now we're going to cut round this circle. Because you cut round circles, you don't cut. You cut round circles, don't you?
Certainly do.
Right, so now we have our cut out circle.
So we might need to do a little bit of trimming out of it later on, but that is hopefully the right sort of size. What we can now do
You stick the rubber.
is stick the rubber into the end of the tube, and so now it looks like a pencil with a rubber on the end. And what we can do though, it's not just to look at, we can put things in our pencil case. So now it's a pencil case that looks like a pencil.
Why do we put things in it?
Just it's a useful thing to keep things in. If you want to take them out, just take the rubber out. And there we have. So you've got a pencil case.
Hooray!
We got our very own pencil with a rubber on the end.
Oscar's
Hey.
impressed.
There you go, everybody. Be careful with it because the glue's not quite dry on the end yet.
Sponge going the other way round.
Hmm?
Put your sponge going the other way round.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So there we have our pencil case. So thanks for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you on next week's or this week's week of the week.
Hey.